Hey guys, it's Christy, and today I am sick, so I'm just doing a quick little emoji-a-thon wrap-up on my phone. So let's just see what I got done. I'm just going to go through each challenge and tell you if I read a book for it or if I didn't. So the first is the group book, which I did not read, and that was I'm Still Alive. For my freebie, I read Sadie, and I loved it. I did not read Letters to the Lost. For a favorite author, Ellen Hopkins had a new book out. It's called People Kill People, and I read that. Did not read Vinyl. I read Radio Silence. I did not read Out of Beat. A book that I said I would read and hadn't got to, I ended up reading Every Heart is a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. For a second chance author, I read Broken Beautiful Hearts, or Beautiful Broken Hearts, I can't remember. And that was by Cami Garcia, one of the co-authors of the, what's the name of that series? Dangerous Creatures? Whatever the name of that series is, Beautiful Creatures, and I didn't get into it, so this was her second chance, and I loved it. For a diverse book, I read Our Stories, Our Voices, which is an anthology of a bunch of essays on, like, growing up female, and it was wonderful. For a scary book, I read You, which I'm watching the show of and I love. For a 5-star prediction, I read Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, and it was 5 stars. For a book that I've seen everywhere, I read The Darkest Minds, because like that movie just came out and it was a reread, but I'm seeing it everywhere, so there you go. For a book that takes place somewhere else, I picked City of Ghosts because it took place in Edinburgh. So yes. For a book that takes place in winter, I picked Follow Me Back because the majority of the story takes place around Christmas and New Year's-ish, so winter time here. For a book that reminded me of my favorite song, I read Every Time You Go Away, and it reminds me of my favorite song by Luke Bryan, which is Roller Coaster, because it's like super summery, and the book was super summery, and there you go. For a book that took place outdoors, I read Cycle of the Werewolf, and that was by Stephen King. For an audiobook, I listened to Sometimes I Lie. For a book that takes place during college, I read Sorority. For a thriller, I read Unwanted Guest. For a book on with a social justice theme, I read Female of the Species. Sorry, I just had like FOS there, so I had to remember what it was. Oh, that book was just, yes. For a book under 100 pages, I read We Should All Be Feminists. For a book that takes place on a boat, I read The Opposite of Here. For a book read in under 24 hours, I read Fresh Ink. And for a book with my favorite color on the cover, I read The Last Girl on Earth because it had pink on the cover. So basically, I just didn't read all of the books that were chosen, so I didn't read the group book, Letters to the Lost, Vinyl, or Out of Beat, but I did get to Radio Silence. So yeah, I think I did really good during Emoji-a-thon. How did you guys do? Let me know down below or on Twitter, and I will talk to you guys very soon. See ya.